Hello, everyone. Welcome to Leoguidance time. If this is your first time, and welcome back if you are a returning subscriber, it's always lovely to have you here. So, today's reading is a collective reading, meaning that if this video has found you, then there are likely to be messages for you here. And this is a timeless reading regarding of the time whenever I post it. It doesn't matter. So, whenever you come across with this video, then this is actually meant for you. So I will keep the messages open, but my purpose is to bring the messages about like what can you expect from 7 to 10 days after you see this video. But I feel like there might be some healing messages coming through, and I might actually do a pick a card reading about that one later on as well. But let me just dive into the reading. So with this collective who are connecting with me at the moment, this card just like got off the deck when I was cleansing. So it says that and a grandmother of Jesus. So it's like seeding the light, laying foundations in divine plan. So I feel like for a long while, I might be connecting with the collective who really wants to change at the moment, who would maybe even like to travel or relocation, some kind of like a change in their environment. And I'm connecting with the collective like from different parts of the world. And I feel like you are also start connecting with the people who are from different parts of the world. You are part of a collective right now that the people are awakening all at the same time. They might be at their like different parts of their journey in terms of their awakening, in terms of their level of consciousness, but regardless, you are like you're connecting with the on an energetic level, a collective who just started awakening, I literally want to say from the matrix, away from the matrix, like meaning basically that however we have been living up until this moment, people start questioning things that has been normalized in this lifetime. So you are part of that collective, and something is just unfolding in according to a divine plan to lay out some foundations, meaning that probably the foundations, the some part of the foundations, or for some of you maybe like a big part of your foundations, whether that is how you identify yourself, with your job, what you own, or where do you live, your family, friends, group, the car you drive, whatever is that. So there might be some changes happening there. Like you do not have the whole picture yet. You do not need to have the whole picture yet. But the message coming through is that like there is a change happening. It's very subtle at the same time. It's not going to be like a tower moment shock kind of like a change. This is part of like a very big plan. This is aligning you with your soul mission. This is aligning you to like start working on your north node, aligning with your north node, aligning with your life purpose basically. So I just want to say that maybe like I should put this card over here. Okay, so let's get more messages. Like what can collective expect 7 to 10 days ahead, spirit? What can this collective expect 7 to 10 days from now when they're coming across with this video? What can they expect? Okay. Oh, we had a transformation. That's aligning. So you are aligning. You're aligning with your mission and purpose. Like things are changing at a cellular level. Deep healing. You might be feeling extra tired during this time. You might be just having some extra vivid dreams for a while. You might be quite impacted with the recent eclipses that has been happening. If you have been trying to manifest things, and you might feel a little bit frustrated if the things that you're trying to manifest is not yet coming to the fruition. But know that like this is more than 7 to 10 days kind of like energy, but within 7 to 10 days you might be feeling a little bit more like tendencies towards like hermiting a little bit, like withdrawing yourself. It might be due to low energy levels. It might be also due to you literally feel an inner pull towards like prioritizing yourself a little bit more. If you don't even like understand why some things are happening, like why are you feeling this tired, or why are you feeling this demotivated, etc., then basically like you might be called to pull yourself away from people, away from like some I want to say extracurricular activity. So, if you have to attend to work, yeah, you do that. You do your musts. But if something feels a little bit extra on your schedule that you have an option to say no, then probably you might feeling a tendency to say no, let's say. And it's just because I'm saying it, it's just because there is a deeper transformation happening. And I want to say, like, this is bigger than you, this is bigger than me. It's part of a collective that, as we have mentioning with this card, basically. And under the bottom of the deck, we have Pleiades. Pleiades. Double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. So again, like I'm just feeling drawn to seeing all these like a different souls like rising up. Like you are part of a collective who is here to basically elevate the consciousness, elevate the vibration level of this universe. You might have felt like the black sheep, the old ones out, like you felt like you did not fit with the people you born with, your family, your supposed family, your friends, and everyone around you. There might have been always a part of your entirety of you nearly that you felt like you did not belong, which if you're feeling, if you're resonating with this energy, I really really do feel you. So it was all part of like a plan. It was not just to punish you. It's just because like if you're same with anyone else, then you can't basically bring that change. But the downside of this one is that if you don't feel that supported with the uniqueness that you are meant to pursue as your life mission in this lifetime, that it's a little bit harder to, cultivate that confidence and like an inner cheerleader within you as the only force to go forward. So I guess like there's some kind of like a healing needed there. So within that transformation, and a part of you is, I feel like it's just like interconnecting with the other souls who also felt left out but did not have that kind of like encouragement to recognize that their uniqueness is actually a gift. It is not something that makes them weak, but it's actually going to be something in the human terms that's going to pay out in the 3D later on. But like what you're doing is bigger than yourself, bigger than your physical body. You're literally transforming something vibrational. Of course you do deserve to see the results in the 3D. That's gonna come, but know that if you have been feeling unsupported in the physical, not understood, or haven't seen the results that you did deserve, they are going to start paying off. I'm not saying that they're going to start paying off in 7 to 10 days or something, but this is literally part of a bigger plan. So you are going to, once you find those souls who are like you, basically who felt the shared experiences, who have more or less the same kind of like values, goals, and mission, and same kind of like quirkiness as you do, which is a beautiful thing, then that is the part that you're gonna shine. So you might be guided this week, and after this week, if you're feeling low off on the energy, but in a longer term, is to actually put yourself out there for some activities so that you can actually just expose yourself to the different environments and different people, and then you can just like see the variety out there. So if you have been feeling alone, maybe this is going to be something that's going to restore your faith to the fact that you were actually not alone. Because with the double mission, channeling and uplifting to humanity, you are also a divine channel. So whenever you come across with people, whenever you start speaking, it's not just like surface level. Maybe you are not the big one with the small talk, but at the same time, oh, there's a kitty here. That's so cute. Okay, so yeah, maybe you are also feeling a little bit more drawn towards cats. But what I was saying is that basically spirit wants you to go out just a little bit more to restore your faith to the fact that you are actually not alone, and you have that need of feeling part of a society, like society or a group of people. You need to socialize, so you're a human being, so let's not disregard that need, is what they're saying. So let's get some messages with the tarot. What can this collective expect 7 to 10 days from now, spirits? Oh, how many cards we have? Okay, we have 2. We have 5 of materials. I guess I saw this one. And it's 3 of voices in reverse. Can you see how similar these cards are? You are healing an abandonment wound, literally, is what I'm hearing and feeling. Like, can you see those like teary eyes in here? So, you are healing an abandonment wound. Like, this person is so alone in here. She felt like she just like closed the door and she's just crying out loud, like to herself. Basically, she feels so alone. She's in the desert, but then also like the door is not blocking anything. She's just hiding behind a door which is literally in the middle of an open field, so anyone can actually access her. Like, but then her light shines so bright, so like she's trying to literally hide an entire being in a very small teeny tiny piece, like, which is impossible. Like, your light is basically seen through the space, and what are you trying to hide is the thing I want to say. And I feel like this is the collective that you have been trying to dim your own light because you felt like you were the weird one out. Like, whenever you were being your authentic self, you never felt understood. So there's a part of you that during this week you might feel quite a little bit that tendency to withdraw yourself again, like those tendencies about you don't want to spend with time with people because people didn't understood you in the past, because they disappointed you in the past, or you were not acknowledged by your efforts in the past. Maybe it's even about work, like you were always an overgiver, you always overworked yourself, and you did not like recognize, or underpaid, you get underpaid, or like with your relationships with the friends, you were always the one that someone can rely upon, but there were not enough people around you, or none at all, that when you deserve to have that supporting friend around you. So there might be those wounds coming up this week. Hence, the spirit is saying that basically the key to heal that is not to isolate yourself, actually, because this is literally these experiences, unfortunately, form a part of our identity, which is also like deriving and taking its life force from some beliefs that are limiting us. Like, those kind of limiting beliefs, we call them as like, they might be, I'll just give some examples. It doesn't have to be you, but your limiting beliefs might be around the lines of like, people don't understand me, or I will always feel different. I will never find a family who loves me. I will never belong to a group who truly appreciates me. Maybe you have fears of being alone. So there are deep like wounds in here, but the one thing why I'm mentioning is that once we identify ourselves with all these limiting beliefs, then since it's very hard to leave an identity behind, even if we don't like our experiences, we're holding on to it because, like, how can you leave an identity behind? So the question here is that what is a new identity that you want to define yourself with? Meaning, aka the new beliefs that you want to identify yourself with, so that you can actually leave them all behind, because this is not aligning with where you were supposed to go in this lifetime. Also, I feel like you are actually healed from that, but like you're already healing from that. You already did a good amount of like healing from that, but then still, like, there's a part of you that finds it familiar, so you need to create something unfamiliar, go a little bit outside of your comfort zone. So in that case, going out with people a little bit, like signing yourself up for some activities, etc., these are all the things that you actually do need. And the magician, literally, this is so uplifting. The spirit is saying that yes, the world is kind of like your oyster, like you literally create your reality based on your beliefs. So let's just choose them wisely and not undermining these experiences at all, because I've been there, done that 100 times. So what can collective expect? I would put 10, but we have the Muse of Materials, which is a King of Pentacles, and we have Seven of Inspirations, which is Seven of Wands in reverse. So this is someone, I'm not gonna put them back, they're resonating. Okay, so can you see that with the Seven of Wands, how this woman is trying to like, oh, okay, let me push it a little bit for more while, but then like her face is covered with her hair. So one thing is that, again, it's making me feel like you're trying to cover a big part of yourself with some other parts of your identity, which is quite out there. maybe that's a little bit vague for me to say, but what I'm trying to see, what I'm trying to say here is that your light is so big. Like, if you, let's say that, I feel like you're a quite attractive person. Like, your energy is quite attractive, your aura, like, there is something magical about you. And then, let's say that you're trying to hide yourself, like, dim your light by, let's say, choosing quite moderate clothing. But then, I don't know, your energy just gives you out then. Like, what you say then draws people's attention in a way that, like, makes you feel like you're an outcast again. And then you're like, okay, let me then try to shut up just a little bit around the topics that I'm really just like filled with or passionate about. So okay, I tried like dressing very moderately, so I'm not gonna take attention, and I try not to speak my mind so much about like being so authentic about my opinions, okay? But then basically your laugh is extremely genuine, then it draws attention, and then you're like, okay, so let me tune that one a little bit more. And then the fourth one. Okay, do you remember that? I don't know which award show was that, but the Taylor Swift was giving a speech, and then she was just, okay, I'm terrible at this. I haven't watched the whole thing at all, but then I saw a lot of reels and memes, and then she was just basically saying that they told that, I was writing a lot of breakup songs, and then I was like, okay, then like, I disappeared a while, and then I stopped dating, like because they said that it was too much, so I disappeared. And then this time they were like, oh, but like then like she's not out there, or like she's not doing enough, or then she start like sharing a lot more about her friends this time, and then she's like, okay, then I can stop doing that one as well. Now I will focus on my career. And the people were like, but now she is just being that strong and independent and always talking about the career. And then she's like, okay, I'll stop that one too. Like, can you see the pattern? Like, this is all about like trying to please people. And then where are we going then? No, because the people are never ever gonna be pleased. Like, someone who's not in peace with themselves are never ever gonna find or create that peace with other people around them. So literally, okay, these are going through a lot more healing messages. Maybe I should just think about the title in a moderate way. So the thing is that with the Muse of Materialism here, you are the king of your own reality. Do you know how amazingly reliable of a person you are, and how much people actually depend and trust on you? Like, people are feeding off of your energy. And like, since it's so normal for you, everything that you provide for them, because you're doing it from the genuinity of your heart, you don't see how valuable your energy is. But other people are just because other people are taking it for granted. But I'm saying this not to only like not to only hype you up, but I'm telling you just because you deserve. But also, if you would have just recognized how bright of an energy that you have, you would have started investing in it for the things that you do truly deserve. That's actually gonna pay off. Not towards the people, environments, careers that are like sucking the life force off from you, if that makes sense for you. So, with that one being said, don't extend yourself this week for the things that are not gonna give you back, but literally do the things that you do truly enjoy. Also, like, without even planning so further, like, because whatever you feel inspired to, believe me, it's gonna pave the way for you to actually start having that financial abundance of yours, or the beautiful relationship, or the dream career, or the dream like friendships, or the family that you want to have. This is a week that you're literally working on your confidence. You're owning it. You're reclaiming it. Oh boy, we have Six of Swords, which is Six of Voices, and the Devil. Okay, this is a week that your guides are calling you out to literally reclaim your voice. Like, they want you to be unapologetic. You know what? How I'm just seeing this devil energy as a powerhouse. I'm not seeing it as like a regular, like a devil interpretation. Like, this gives me the Queen of Swords energy, literally. In fact, it makes me feel like it's combined with Queen of Wands plus the Queen of Swords energy. It's like, oof. like a powerhouse. Like if someone ever just comes near you with the standards that is not even your bare minimum, you will be like, out there like hissing back at them, like how dare you, kind of like a thing. So there could be some kind of like a suppressed rage and anger that you might want to also like actually feel it. Like after you release some of it, maybe you might want to just meditate through it or think about it. Like think about, I don't like, it's not the best way to rationalize the feelings because I did it a whole of my life, just still always feeling it. But sometimes it gives a good perspective in a way that if you just think about like what you're feeling right now and where it might be coming from, like is that really the feeling that you want to keep feeling, or is it just something you're holding on to because it makes you feel a certain way and that certain way is familiar, and do you actually have a choice to change it? All these kind of things. But like this literally gives me an energy of like spirit wants you to set your boundaries very straight this week, and you're gonna find a confidence to do so. Plus you can also call upon Archangel Michael. I feel maybe I feel like, okay, that through this kind of like a transformation, and you have an ancestor around you. I'm not quite sure, I'm not getting some more messages around that, but like that ancestor in your spirit team is working a little bit close with you for the last of last 2-3 years or something. Maybe you start recognizing it to last 3 to 4 months, I'm not quite sure. But there is an entity, there is this like a spirit guide around you, which is very much resonating with this kind of like divine feminine energy that's helping you to unlock your Lilith placements at the moment, is what I want to say. And it has a lot to do with literally the areas that you felt shamed with, that you felt like left out in the cold with, you felt quite like unconfident about. That is that a word? And this is all about your self-expression. So if you feel juggling, overthinking this week, the spirit is like, try just to do, instead of just overthinking this time, just try to like do something at the moments that you're overthinking to change the pattern of it. Let's get one card from the Starseed deck that I was drawn to about your week. What can collective expect this week, spirits? Oh, wait, it's not yet time. Things are being woven. There might be that energy of you literally like it's giving me again like that overthinking energy, like a bit of an impatience. And I don't want to say impatience because I feel like you have been so patient. So you really do deserve to see the results of all of the efforts that you put in. But like this is just a confirmation. Spirit is saying that wait, like it's coming there. Like really, like we are not just like hanging you there like F point, saying that, oh yeah, I will call you, yes, I will do that, yeah, maybe we can meet. No, it's not like that. Something is really coming, but it's so grander. And plus you might have just lost touch with being in the present moment while you have been overthinking a lot. So there is this need of you needing to bring your focus back to the present moment, hence not overthinking on an action or on an emotion, like just taking an action, like doing something in the precipice of a moment to just change your energy and change that overthinking pattern. And under the bottom of the deck, what do we have? Inner Earth. You will survive this, new solutions and beginnings. Believe me, like they're really trying to give you confirmation that this is not the end. This is not going to be the story of your life. No, there are new beginnings ahead, the ones that you truly like, and it's gonna make you feel like home. Again, relocations. I'm not okay. Maybe some of you really want to travel or are going to have some even short trips soon enough, but what I want to say is that wherever you're living right now in the world, I feel like that is not the place that you're gonna end up. Like down along the lines, you're gonna have a relocation. And I want to say you're gonna live in a different place with your family. if you don't have a family, or if you're not even thinking about maybe you want to have a family in the future, the future is full of surprises, you know. Or if you already have a family, and you might end up okay. I was gonna say something, but if you're not so happy in it, you might end up having a new one. It's just like a very future oriented message. Or if you're happy with it, you can disregard that message. But like if you have a family and you're happy with it, you might find yourself living in a different location, city, place, country, state in the future. But this is going to be our last message as an advice to close up this collector reading. Oh my god, they are crooked. Yes. Time to go. So it says that the sun sets and rises each day, and it's the same with the avenues in your life. See the beauty within each sunset in your life, and know that the sun will also rise again tomorrow. Endings are merely the start of a new beginning, and we are with you through each phase and cycle. Again, like, know that if something is ending, it doesn't mean that it's going to be the story of your life. You have a new beginning, a very beautiful, fruitful, and an abundant one. Just follow your intuition, follow your creative inspirations. Take an action when you find yourself in a pattern of overthinking to break the pattern, and you got this. You got this. And the people are not going to keep disappointing you. Know that the people who are meant for you are also looking out for you. But thank you so much for being here with me. I hope you like this reading. I hope you find it useful and the messages were helpful. I will always love to hear from you, your experiences, how this reading was resonating with you down in the comments. If you have any reading suggestions, please just leave a comment down below as well. I love to explore them. And also, if you want to book a personal reading with me, you can find the details in the description box below. But I'm sending you lots of love and hope you are gonna have a wonderful week ahead. Please do take care of yourselves, and I hope to see you next time. Until then, bye bye.